welcome to your live masterclass from Fear to Flow. I am so happy to be here to hang out with you guys and do this little mini masterclass. Again, building on the concept yesterday of my post of, do you fear the worst, right? Do you fear the worst? And typically, why that happens is a defense mechanism, right? Kind of going back to the days of the cavemen. We were trained to think fight or flight, right? We had to fight for our food. We had to, right, defend ourselves against the enemy, right? In times of war, just thinking way back to the caveman days, right? Everything was a fight. And so it's this fight or flight response that as human beings, right, in the evolution of time, that we have carried into the present day. And so why I posed the question to you yesterday, right, do you fear the worst, right? Or are you actually afraid of your own power? Because that is such a profound concept that oftentimes we don't think about, right? Because it's our power truly that scares us. It's our power that scares us. Why? Because it is the unknown, right? It's the unknown that scares us. Because failure, right, fearing the worst possible scenario, we've often been there. And that's why that thought is at the forefront of our mind, because we've been there, we know it's uncomfortable, and we don't want to go there anymore. We don't want to go there anymore. And so it remains a fear in the back of your mind. And so to start our master class, I wanted to open with one of my favorite quotes by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Wow. I remember the first time I heard that, I had goosebumps because it hit me at my core so much that that's what I've been afraid of, right? All these moves, all these thoughts in our minds, right? This train that we take ourselves down, sometimes this negative spiral, it's not really failure, right, that you're afraid of. It's your own power. It's your own power. And when you embrace that, right, you no longer fear that power that is within you, right? And I think one of our members said this yesterday in the chain of thoughts, and this is something that has been a huge part of my journey as well, is this feel the fear, right, and face it anyways, right? It is your power. It is your greatness most times that you are afraid of, because that is the unknown. Have you been that great before? Yes, you've had great moments, right? But what is it about this power within you that you are truly, truly afraid of? And I see some more people have joined us. Welcome Vicky, welcome Erin, welcome Andrea. And I apologize if you're in here and I don't see you. Feel free to shout out below. I'm really happy again to hang out with you here and to host this little mini masterclass for you guys, just because I've struggled so much, just to be honest with you, in my journey in terms of mindset. Right? And that's why I ask you, do you fear the worst? Because I did, right? Because I did. And as positive, right, and as vibrant as you see my presence now on social media, that opposite is who I used to be. And the reason that I can stand here now in my power and in my light, right, and in my vibrancy is because I've been through those fears. I work through those fears every single day. Right? For some of you that may know the Lululemon mantra, do one thing every day that scares you. I do that. I do that, right? The first time I ever got on this live stream, I was scared out of my mind because I'm a writer, right? And I love to just flow and let my ideas come as they come, right? And there's always that delete button if something don't sound right. Backspace, backspace, backspace. But when you're on camera, there is no backspace, right? I am hanging with you live right now, and what I'm saying is coming out of my mouth. and none of it's scripted, right? I might have had an idea as to what I wanted to talk to you about, but that is the beauty of these live streams, because when you're not scripted is when you are truly the essence of yourself, right? It's when whatever is in the moment, however you are feeling in that place and time, you just allow that to flow. And that's why I came up with the idea for this masterclass, from fear to flow, because they're two very different energies, right? When you feel the need to plan, not that there's anything wrong with planning, I am a huge fan of planning, but you have to allow a certain element of surrender into that, right? Because life happens, right? Things happen that will derail you. Challenges come across your plate every single day. And the difference between, right, whether you're going to make it for whatever your goal is for yourself, right, and the difference if you're not, right, let me tell you right now, the only difference between, the only thing holding you back from what you desire in your life is you. It's absolutely you. You are the only thing in this world that holds yourself back, right? That's your power. That's your greatness. And I want to be real with you, because you didn't come here, right, to feel easy, to feel comfortable, right? Of course you want to, and this is a sacred space, and maybe comfort isn't the right word, but you came here to be great, right? I created this community because I want to inspire, I want to light people up to be the best that they can be every single day. Because if you would have asked me 3 years ago that I would be sitting in my living room doing live streams, inspiring women from all over the world, right, in a community about mindset, I would have told you that you are absolutely out of your mind. I'd be like, really? No, I work in corporate America. Okay, I'm an accountant. I studied corporate finance. I got my master's. That is what I'm supposed to do. And so I want to tell you a little bit about, in case you don't know, maybe for some of the new members of our community that have joined us, a little bit about my story and sort of what led me down this path. Number one, to help you get to know myself a little bit better. But number two, to inspire you exactly on this concept. Because the only reason I am here today doing this masterclass is because I pushed past many, 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 many fears. Many fears. I'm human, just like you. And I fear every single day, right? I have fears. I am human. But the difference between those that are able to continue and those that are not is, are you going to let those fears control you? Right? Are they going to become a part of who you are? Or are you going to flow with the stream of life? Are you going to flow just like nature? Right? And I am such a nature lover, and that's why I equate everything to nature, not only because it's beautiful, but also because it's us, right? As human beings, we are no different. We like to differentiate ourselves, right? We are not trees, we are not plants, we are not animals. You're absolutely right. We're a different kingdom, but in essence, we are all part of oneness. We are all part of this oneness of the universe, right? And being together in the spirit of oneness, right? When do you feel, and I asked this question, I think, last week, and that's why I've named my group Alive, what makes you feel alive? You know, it is not a coincidence that when you go outside and you take a breath of fresh air, even if it's -20, because I've lived in Chicago and I've lived in sub-zero temperatures, and I'm not saying for a limited period of time, but if you walk outside for 2 seconds, you take a deep breath of fresh air, and you know what, even in your home, right this very moment, you know what, I invite you to close your eyes right now. Let us take a moment in silence. Just breathe. Take a deep breath of fresh, clean, vibrant energy. And release. Release the fears, release the doubts. Let's take 2 more deep breaths in. And release. Take 1 more cleansing breath in and release. How do you feel now? For those of you that are still with me, and I hope somebody is still here, how does that feel for you? That is what I'm talking about being at one with spirit, right? With the universe, with God, whatever term most resonates with you. Breath is life, right? What I am most grateful for every day is exactly that breath, and just how good it feels to take a breath of fresh air. And in nature, it's even more powerful because you are connecting with home, right? Home, that's where we come from. That's why it feels good to be outside, to go for a hike, to take a walk, right? To swim. Water is essence, right? Water is essence of the earth. To immerse yourself in that energy feels good because it's natural, right? That's who we are. That is our true self, to connect back to this oneness of nature, right? Of the universe that we are all part of, right? This beautiful thing called life, right? This beautiful thing called life. And just take a moment to have some gratitude for that. I have gratitude, of course, for my life, and to have you with me here today. And what I want to share with you, and I think I did get off topic, is a little bit more about, and this is, again, this is unscripted, right? This is just me, passionate, whatever's in the moment, speaking my mind, speaking my truth, so you know that this is it, right? This is who I am in this very moment, and I believe this is what I am meant to share with you in this very moment. And so I wouldn't be here today, right, if a couple years ago I wouldn't have made the choice to leave my job in corporate America. And why I use that as a prime example is because that is the scariest decision that I have ever made. Talking about from fear to flow, right? Fearing the worst, right? Leaving that comfort zone, leaving a job that, I'm not going to lie, brought me 6 figures. Okay, I live out here in California. It's the most expensive state in the United States. My husband and I had just moved here. We had only been here for a year. And I made the decision to, number one, leave without a plan. And without a plan, that plan included income. And most people just they're not able to conceptualize that, right? Like, how can you quit a job without a plan? How can you quit a job without knowing where your rent money is going to come from, right? And I'm going to get real with you. I'm talking rent. I'm talking about just living expenses. How can you do that? And it all boils down to one word for me, and that's faith. And that's faith, because my faith in myself and my abilities and my messaging and what I offer the world is so much more powerful than that fear, right? Because what it all boils down to, and I had a coaching call earlier with one of my clients where I mentioned one of the greatest concepts that I live my life by is that money is energy. Money, everything in life is energy, right? Me speaking to you right now, that's a certain energy. That's a certain frequency, right? This is a high vibration. Exchange of currency, money, is energy, right? Everything you do, your thoughts, everything you think, right? That is all energy, right? And what you put in is what you get out. Coming back to the fundamentals of law of attraction, if you are missing something in your life, whether that's getting your business to the next level, whether that's attracting the abundance, financial abundance, abundance of yourself, right? Self-love, self-worth, anything that you desire, right, in life, just for yourself, for your family, for those that you love. If you are lacking anything, again, the only thing that's stopping you is your mindset, what you think, and taking that to that next level, having faith that that decision that you're making is more powerful than the fear, right, that is behind it. Because I want to give you, and this is something that I've created as a tool to help myself, because as I'm telling you, I went through this so many times in my head. And I actually remember over the summer, I went to a really powerful masterclass in Miami, and we did a ritual, of a burning ritual, where we wrote a letter to ourselves of that which we wanted to get rid of, with that we were just tired of whatever it was, physical, emotional. And in that letter, I don't have it anymore because I burned it. I wrote to myself, and this is something I'm sharing with you that I have not shared with anybody else. In this letter, I shared that I was ready to burn the negative thoughts in my head, the fears, the doubts, everything that was just churning and stewing in my head every single day, that was controlling me to a point that I knew I couldn't truly live in my power if I continued to have these thoughts. I wanted to let them go. And so every day I have made efforts to rid myself of these thoughts. And in essence, I've created a 3-step method that I would like to tell you guys about that I think is so powerful, again, to help you push past your fears. Fearing the worst, right? Fearing the worst, or you know what? Fearing the best, because that's greatness, right? So if you're not fearing the worst, perhaps you're fearing greatness. What will happen when I get to that level of greatness? What will I do? And what if I don't know what to say? Blah, 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 blah. Again, that's the unknown. If you boil it down, fearing the best, fearing the worst, it's just fearing the unknown. And faith, having faith, right? Having faith when you don't even know all the answers. That is where the real power comes. And so I want to share with you this 3-step method of questions, okay? Again, I'm big on questioning, really just challenging yourself, again, in terms of mindset, to think differently. And it's called the TAG method. T-A-G. Tag yourself. Tag yourself. Say, hey you, whatever you're thinking, right? I am not beautiful. I am not powerful. I can't make this money. And what if this happens? And what if that happens, right? The movie film is playing, right? If you don't like that film, what happens if you go to the movies and you don't like that movie? You'll walk out. Why don't you walk out on yourself? Walk out on those thoughts. And I want to give you this methodology to help you move past those thoughts. Because guess what? Every day, you have an opportunity to change. Every single day. And you know what? Not every day, every second. And so this method will really help you to shift past those negative thoughts, the doubts, to really help you stand in your power, to live your authenticity, to live your abundance, to align yourself with the greatest light that already is inside of you, because it's there beneath all the layers of fears and doubts and worries and anxieties and stresses and to-dos. It is there. It is beneath you. And this is my 3-step method. T-A-G. Tag. Wanted to make something to keep it easy so you remember it. T. T stands for try. Did I try? A lot of times you think in your mind something that may happen. Typically, it may or may not be true. Typically not true. But beyond that, beyond the thought, did I try this thing that I'm scared to do? Did I take one step closer to this thing that I wanted to do? Is this thought that I'm thinking true? Did I try to think differently, right? Again, this essence of try. Because really, the difference between what's up here and what you actually complete, the only thing that's missing in there is action, right? And so trying is that effort. Are you making that effort to do the thing that scares you? As I said earlier, right? Do one thing a day that scares you. Are you doing that? Are you trying that? T, try. Did I try to think differently, act differently, move differently? Whatever that goal is, did I try? A, in tag, abundance. Is this abundant? Am I thinking abundantly? Does this give me abundance? Whatever this thought is in your mind, right? And if it's greatness, maybe it does give you abundance, and that's wonderful. Continue that. But if it's negativity that's stewing in your mind and stopping you from this thing that you want for yourself, from living your best life, does it make you feel abundant? Does it bring you joy? Does it bring you happiness? If the answer is no, why are you continuing to do that? Why? Question yourself. Question yourself. And I know that's not always easy when you're in the moment, but a little thing that I like to do is to do these exercises when you're in that moment and write them down somewhere, that when you're not in that space, that you can't think clearly, that you're in the fog, you can pick up that piece of paper and remind yourself of what you said, of what you thought, right? And you can get back to that place of clarity and focus. And G is give. Am I ready to give up, right? Am I ready to give up? And what made me think of this yesterday especially was, and I think it was Candace, I don't mean to call you out, but she asked a really profound question. And she said, what if, right, in this thinking the worst and stewing in these challenges, what if I'm just tired of getting myself back up? How many times can I get knocked down and continue to get back up again? And I challenged her again, just as you're challenging yourself with these questions. And I said, what is the advantage of not getting up? Right? You might be tired of picking yourself up, but where do you benefit from staying down? How do you benefit in that way? And so challenge yourself, right? Again, did I try, right? Did I try something different? Is this abundant? And am I ready to give up? Maybe there is something you're ready to give up, and that's okay. But if this is something that you truly desire for yourself and fears are what's holding you back, are you ready to give up? Because I don't think you are. And if you were one of my clients, I wouldn't let you give up, okay? I am all about love, but I'm tough love too. Let me tell you, right? Because you didn't come here to be comfortable. You came here to be great. You came to have greatness, right? To be great, to feel great. And that is what I want for you. It's exactly what I want for you. And how are you feeling today? Is anybody in here that wants to share? I want to open this up right now for any questions, any thoughts, kind of before I go forward with this amazing, exciting offer that I have to offer you guys. I want to give you an opportunity to reflect on this. I know that this is not easy work, right? And that's why I say, you know, did you come here to be easy? Did you come here to feel comfortable? Or did you come here to be great, right? Because often the most challenging concept for us to embrace is that it is through the darkness that we are able to go back to the light. And so it's not a matter of shoving this darkness under the rug and saying, go away, I'm going to immerse myself in positivity. That's wonderful, but there's nothing wrong with embracing the darkness, right? As a lesson, not to stew in it, right? But to think to yourself, what is the grace? What is the lesson that this dark moment, this challenge is here to teach me? How is this going to help me be great? Right? And again, it's all about the meaning. I actually read something this morning that I thought was so profound, and it said meaning is a choice. And so again, when you have these thoughts, are you attaching meaning to it? And what kind of meaning? Because you know what? The meaning that you attach to that is a choice. And I just got 10,000 steps. Woohoo! Sorry, just got a little buzz. Just want to share that with you. Meaning is a choice, right? You have that choice every single day to feel that fear and to flow through it anyways. Flow through it anyways. And you know what? If journaling is not your thing, if writing it down is challenging, and maybe you're just not a writer or you don't have the time, another exercise I like to do is record yourself. You wouldn't believe how powerful it is, right, to seal your intentions in with your words, to actually record. And I've started to do that every morning after my meditations. There's a mantra in my meditation in both English and in Sanskrit, and I record my voice saying that. And whenever I find myself throughout the day snapping out of that attachment to abundance again, I listen to myself and my own power and my own words repeating that greatness. And I realign myself back to that greatness. And so now I want to extend you guys a very special offer, now that I don't have any questions, but feel free if you do have anything to post below. And I hope you can see me. I've got a little stage here set up, so apologize for not looking right in the camera, but I wanted to make sure that for the time we're together, I wasn't sitting here holding the phone, because Facebook Live hasn't enabled me to record on mobile yet, or sorry, on desktop. So, oh well for that. It's an 8-week course called Live Your Vibrant Life. So if you are tired right, of these negative thoughts, if you are tired of not being able to do this thing that you know that you are meant to do in the world, whatever that is, right? Maybe that's just being healthier. Maybe that's getting rid of limiting beliefs, right? And just truly just loving yourself, standing in your own power. Maybe that's taking your business to the next level. Maybe that's reigniting the love within your family and your relationships, right? For you to be your best self, to then be your best self to others. Whatever your goal is and your intention, I'm a yogi, I like to speak in intentions, for this year, what is it that you truly desire for yourself? It's exactly what this course is. It's an 8-week, beautiful guided journey to living, and it's called Live Your Vibrant Life. And if you want more information, I will give you a little sneak preview, a little today of what we uncovered about uncovering your own power, unleashing, releasing limited beliefs. That is something that is the focus of week 1, right? Your authentic spirit and uncovering your power. We will spend a whole week on that. Week 2 is releasing toxicity, rewriting your story, right? Again, your movie reel, that is week 2. So some of these concepts that we've covered today, that will be our first 2 weeks. And then we will develop into truly immersing, right, physically feeling your best self and emotionally really tapping into how to live and stand in your own power and to feel that within yourself, not just to do it, but to really live the spirit of your vibrant life every single day, to have this energy that I have here to share with you, to be able to live that, to then accomplish whatever it is that you desire for your life, right? To live your best life, to feel your best, right? It's all about how you feel. It's not always so much about what you need to do, but at the end of the day, think to yourself, how do you want to feel? And if you're waking up every single day and you don't love how you feel, right? Well, then it's time for a change, right? And that's why I've wanted to create this group. I felt so passionate just thinking about my own transformative story of where I went from fear, right, to flow, right, to living sort of this, honestly, I felt dead when I lived in corporate. I felt like it was a prison, and it was just a prison of my mind because I wasn't able to unleash all this that I had inside of myself, right, to share it with the world, because to write it on paper serves nobody any good, right? If I was too afraid to get on live stream today and not share this with you, what good would that do anybody, right? And so I invite you to join us on a beautiful 8-week journey to living your best self. Every week we will have guided assignments and exercises to help you journal, to build healthy habits, right, in body and mind, to really live your best life. Every week will be a guided focus, and I will give you the link to check out kind of each week's topic, what we cover. I gave you a little sneak preview of week 1 and 2. But I will send you the link, and I will mention it here as well. It's bit.ly/live vibrant, where you will get all the details. And actually, I can give you a little, wish I could share my screen with you here, but I can give you a sneak preview of the page here and what that looks like. So it's bit.ly/live vibrant, and then you'll see a little picture of me in my vibrant purple with my floral pants. If you see it on mobile, you'll see the floral pants. And it says, learn the secrets to feel more alive, to master your 2017 goals. And so it's an 8-week program, a journey towards living your most alive self. Okay, in week 1, as I said, your authentic spirit, uncovering your power. Week 2, releasing toxicity, rewriting your story. Week 3, healing your soul with self-love. Right, how hard is that to actually speak lovingly about ourselves, right? It's easy to hear other people say that about ourselves, but how easy is it to say that about yourself? And how much power are you sheltering within yourself, right, that you can release into the world by actually loving yourself more, right? By actually loving yourself more. So what will that include? As I said, each week, 8 weeks, we'll have a weekly video lesson as well as a guide for you to go through. We will have 4 live group coaching calls, so it'll be very similar to this module. We'll have a specific topic, and then I will open it up to you to, again, ask me any specific questions, right, that you went through in the journey, maybe some aha moments. Maybe you want to dive a little bit deeper into one of these topics. as I do with my one-on-one clients, but this will be in sort of a group form. And why I felt so compelled to do this is because I love working with my clients one-on-one, but there is a beautiful energy, right, that is uncovered when you work in a group. You have that group dynamic. And so instead of just that relationship of me to you, it's the same relationship that we have in our community right now, right? In Alive with Jessica Silverman, it's this beautiful energy of, right, one sharing their gifts with others and then lighting the way for others and others and others and others. And before you know it, this dark room is just beautifully lit with candles, right? We can light each other's soul through our own gifts. And that is just so beautiful. So again, I will post the link below. It's bit.ly/livevibrant. And I have a special fast action bonus if you sign up for the course before the 16th. And the reason why I picked that date is because it's Martin Luther King Day. And he is all about a dream, right? And his vision and living, right? Really just living his best life. So I picked that day as the day for you to have that vision for yourself, right? And if you are really interested in doing this, not to let fear, right, talk you out of it. You deserve this. This is an investment in yourself. And I want to guide you there. I want to be there to help you, to guide you every step of the way. I pour my love and heart and soul into everything that I do. And I would be honored to join you. Okay, so if you are really interested, I have a fast action bonus if you reply before the 16th. And that will be a free 60-minute mindset mastery call with me. Mindset mastery. It's a mouthful. 60 minutes, again, to go over anything, right, that you want for yourself. And how to really think differently, right? How to channel those thoughts. We'll work through any challenges that you're going through to get you to that level of mastery, right, in that call to get to that level that you desire for yourself. So 2 bonuses, a mindset mastery call, and number 2 is one of my personal guided meditations, because meditation has been a very powerful part of my own personal journey, and I've started recording meditations myself, and it's my special Let It Go meditation. Those are 2 fast action bonuses if you take action today or before the 16th of the month. If not, doors open. The program will start on January the 30th, Monday the 30th. So as long as you sign up before then, you're in. However, I am limiting this to 10 people. So as soon as the spots are full, the spots are full. And I'll tell you right now, I only have 6 left. I only have 6 left. So I actually opened this to a few people that are already in my network that I wanted to extend a private invitation. They've accepted. And so I have 6 spots left. So if you're really, really interested, I want to make this happen for you. If you have any questions after you review the website, please feel free to either post it in the group, or you can email me or email my support team at support@mozenwellness.com. Again, unless there are any more questions, I love you guys. I thank you so much for spending this time for me today. If you haven't had any time to review the whole thing, have no fear. This will be recorded. You can watch this at your leisure anytime you have time. Again, I thank you. I honor you. I hold this space for you. I thank you so much for being a part of my journey, your journey, right? This beautiful collective that we've built together. I honor you and I hold this space for you. And I wish you to have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day, to live vibrant, to really stand in your power, right? And give it your all. And I extend this beautiful offer to you. Love you all so much. Sending you love, light, inspiration, faith, and beauty. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye now. Bye-bye.